Authentic, fun, relatable, and slightly provocative. Just another hang with your besties. It's CK Mornings and the In Case You Missed It podcast.
You know those times you just want to go off with the boss and just lay into him? Or her, or whomever it may be.
Sure.
This woman in the UK did that. She got fired for it, but she got her revenge.
Okay, I love her revenge story.
So she was being reprimanded. She works at a company, kind of like a construction company.
Okay.
So she worked at this construction company, and the boss called her in. She handles the billing and kind of runs the office. Boss called her in, reprimanded her for the way things were going, her performance. It was him and his wife that run this company, and they were both sitting there, and they were going on. You know how this goes.
I know a reprimand when I see one.
We've all been reprimanded, right? So they're laying into her, and she begins to cry. She's like, she just gets emotional.
Yeah.
And then she says, if anyone else was in this position, they would have walked years ago due to the goings-on in this office. But because of you two blanks, I stayed. Wasn't a swear. Wasn't a word I probably could say on the radio. A couple of... it's early, okay? Let me tell you this. We just promise we won't never...
Yep.
A couple of D-heads.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know what
It's
I mean?
underrated, yeah.
An underrated slam. And the guy said, did you call me a blanking D-head or my wife? And she said, both of you. And he said, blank, 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 and get the blank out. So it was heated.
A lot of blanks,
Yeah. So she filed a claim, said I was wrongfully dismissed. She was only in there for a reprimand.
Yep.
The D-head comment was what put them over the edge. And she won her case.
She won a case. Okay.
She got $40,000.
Okay, so she was saying just because she called them D-head, she shouldn't have got fired?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, so you can use D-head and you won't get fired.
Yeah, that's what the judge says that that's not a reasonable reason for being dismissed.
Oh, see, that's crazy because I would think calling the boss a D-head is justifiable grounds, but
I would think so, wouldn't you?
I would think so.
Using that kind of language. So, again, the meeting was only to reprimand. It wasn't like she was being fired. That's allegedly put it over the edge, and that's what the judge ruled on. Said that's wrongful dismissal. She's wrongfully canned for that, and she needs to be awarded for it. She got $40,000. I don't think she even got the job back.
I was going to say, how do you go back to the office after that?
Yeah, I think she just gets the money and walks away, and then she's off to find another job. But
wait, okay, this is a great tactic then. You call the boss a D-head, you get $40,000 and a new job.
Yeah, you just go looking for a new job. I might give it a shot.
You know what? At this point, I'm ready to risk it all.
Okay, so we got that meeting coming up. You do it first, all right? And then once you do it, I'm going to do it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, this will work out well.
Well, maybe see you tomorrow.
Sit back to see how it all plays out. And I look at the boss and go, what a D-head she is, eh? Woo! Sad news to report that Ron Jon has passed away. Ron Jon. Do you know who that is?
I don't recognize the name.
Do you recognize Ron Jon Surf Shop?
Oh, yeah.
This is the guy behind that.
That was very cool when I was a kid. I wanted to be a surfer so bad.
Ron Jon was the guy that came up with the Ron Jon Surf Shop, which is still very popular to this day. He was 88 years old, just died last week. Got an interesting story. Yeah, I got thinking around on this guy.
It's interesting, too, to sometimes hear about the stories behind these people. I'm like, is this a real person? You know what I mean?
And the small beginnings that this multi-gazillion-dollar company started with. This guy, 88 years old, passed away last week. He had this vision for hardcore surfers and tourists alike to kind of come together. Grew up in New Jersey, worked at his grocery store growing up, and then founded the company selling surfboards from the trunk of his car in 1959. His dad saw that he had interest in surfing and saw that there might be an opportunity and said, hey, go buy 3 surfboards, sell 2 of them, keep one for yourself. And that's where it kind of took off. Moved to Florida, opened up a surf shack on a pier, had a dirt floor, just really humble beginnings. It was near the Kennedy Space Center, and people started coming to the area to see the shuttle launches. And they discovered a store. It became bigger and bigger. Eventually, the store had to move. It now takes over a strip mall, a 52,000 square foot temple of all things surfing. The Ron Jon Surf Shop. We are now all over the world. That's wild to hear, eh? Like, what a story.
Yeah, I can so picture like the floral prints and the puka shell necklaces.
Yeah. His net worth, I was like, well, what's his net worth? What was he worth? Don't really have any updates on it, but they did say that the stores, there's 9 stores, back in 2023 anyway, making $30 million a year.
That much, eh?
Yeah. Ron Jon.
Yeah, I guess if you want surf stuff, like that's the name. That's the place to go. I
wanted one of those shirts. Give me a simple Ron Jon surf shirt. That's what I wanted as a kid.
Like, yeah, I never had one either now that you talk about it, and I always wanted it too. Especially if we went down to like Florida for our family trip. I'm like, oh, look at those cool people.
Kid from Chatham with a Ron Jon. Like, what was I looking?
But you convinced yourself. You're like, people are going to think, like, I surf.
This guy surfs.
Surf the Thames.
Like, I wanted that, like, that look. I was like, man, my mom would be like, you don't need one of those shirts.
It's such a look that, like, everyone wanted, but you really just have to, like, naturally encapsulate. Like, I can't pull off surfer. I'm white as a ghost. There's nothing about me says surfer, but only if I got one of those shirts, people would think I'm a surfer.
No, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking it up right now. I might just buy one.
I could picture you, like, when you were a teenager, I could so picture you with, like, long hair and, like, a surfer vibe, and I think I'd buy it.
Furthest thing from it. I just want a simple Ron Jon, and you still see him kicking around. My kid got one, and I was jealous. He got one for Christmas, and I was like, what? I wanted one of those. I grew up wanting one of those, and now you're cooler than I am.
I bet sales are going to go even up more.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking them up. Oh, $21. Well, that's a U.S., but still.
That's not bad. I don't know.
How do you spell Puka?
Newly engaged bliss continues to be in the air for Travis and Taylor. One thing about Travis, he knows how to make a buck. He's really parlaying his 15 minutes. We didn't get to talk about it when the engagement was first announced because there were updates every 2 seconds, but like 12 hours after the engagement, it came out that he had a clothing line, a collab with American Eagle.
Yeah, we
did
talk about that, yeah.
So it doesn't stop there, though. He's got a steakhouse now. He's a restaurateur, an entrepreneur. He's got a steakhouse. He's opened up a steakhouse.
What's he know about steak?
I don't know. What's he know about clothing collabs?
That's true.
So it's 1587 Prime Steakhouse is the name. 87, his number. 15, Patrick Mahomes' number. They're teaming up on it. The website describes it as a contemporary steakhouse from NFL legends Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, created in partnership and infused with the spirit of Kansas City. So this is now his new thing, now his business venture. He's in the steakhouse business, and Taylor was there last night. They did a soft opening of the steakhouse.
It's a soft opening, and they still haven't updated their website. Guys,
What's
get
the
it together.
Website say?
This is coming soon.
Oh, I haven't even really gone on the website.
Yeah, 1587prime.com. Yeah.
I'm trying to see, reservations. I wonder what the menu.
That's what I wanted to see. And there's
the prices?
No information.
I feel like at those places, if the prices aren't up, you can't afford it. If you get asked, you can't afford it. So Taylor was there at the soft opening, and they were all canoodling.
Not a chance she had a steak.
No. You don't think so?
I don't think she's eating
salmon?
Salmon, maybe. Yeah, she ain't
For some reason, I kind of have the same thought. Like, I can't picture her cutting a steak and eating it. I don't know.
No, like that grizzled dripping off her chin. You get that little piece that you chew on too long, you put it on the side of your plate. That's not Taylor's game. She ain't doing that.
Okay, so you think she had a nice steak or a lobster?
No, I think she had chicken fingers. I think she had something very simple.
I'm just
very demure.
I'm looking. Someone put a sneak peek at some of the food. When you go somewhere and you can't pronounce the places.
Well, they look. It's showing pictures here, and they've got tomahawk steaks hanging from the wall.
Oh,
and I'm like, it's on display. Like, there's your meat. There's your raw meat that you're gonna eat. Then you got to go pick it. It's wild.
Oh, one of those
They
places?
live a different lifestyle than the rest of us.
Oh, it does say that they have a signature. They have a Travis signature cocktail and a Taylor signature cocktail. His is called the Big Yeti. Gentleman cuts bourbon, rye, bitters, and a bunch of other stuff. And hers is vodka, berry, cranberry, strawberry, lime. Yeah. So there you go. I wonder if I could afford a signature Taylor drink.
I don't think so. I don't even put the prices on here.
I couldn't. That would make me too nervous. I'd have to check my bank account before you
Travis better just hopes the Chiefs keep winning. Otherwise, the Chief fans are going to be like, dude, focus on winning and then go get married and open up a steakhouse and have a collab. Because I feel like that's what he's getting paid for. That's his main gig.
Yeah, I agree. Like, do a season or two more, focus on the NFL, and then worry about your tomahawks.
And he's getting cash it in where you can cash in. The cash cow is literally hanging on the wall right there waiting for him.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Now a deep dive into the world of women's fashion, beauty, health, and the real talk on love and relationships. If it's trending and making waves on the group chat, Alana's got it covered. Here's That's What She Said.
Well, you can save these sweet talk because women actually prefer for men to do this when they're dating. This is a recent study published, Chris, in Evolutionary Psychological Science. I love it.
How did you
Heard of
get
it?
this? Yeah. There's not a chance you read that.
No, so it's some science journal thing. It's found that women prefer small acts of service over verbal expressions of affections. So that's things like helping with the chores, helping to cook a meal, running an errand, over things like saying, I love you, or I'm here for you, the sweet talk. These simple behaviors, sometimes overlooked, may carry deeper meaning than sweet talk, especially they say this is during the early stages of dating. So they did this study, 500 adults. They used a series of experiments to compare how people react to sweet talk versus sweet actions. And obviously physical traits were things that people were looking for, especially like online dating. Where genders differ, they found, is that women look for signs that potential suitors are dependable and willing to invest in the relationship. On the other hand, it says men keep an eye out for immediate emotional or sexual interest, as explained by the Psychological Science Journal.
What do you mean by that? So if I empty the dishwasher and do it, and that's better than me going, love you. Like she looks at that as like, oh, he's.
Yeah, the acts of service is more than the sweet talk.
Or I've pulled the sheets down in her side. You know what I do something.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Okay.
Those little actions.
So what do guys prefer then? We want more.
It says they don't really care. It says based on the evidence found in 3 experiments, researchers found that women viewed action-oriented partners as warmer and more trustworthy.
Okay.
Men didn't show as strong a preference either way. Some even leaned slightly towards sweet words. So basically it's saying men don't care one way or the other as much, but if they're going to choose one, they're going to lean towards the sweet talk.
Okay,
Isn't that interesting?
I got you. Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, what do you think?
Sense.
If you go home, what would you rather have, like a sweet talk or like, oh, I did this?
Sweet talk.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I kind of am sweet talk too, though. I don't know.
I do a lot of the acts, though, at the house. Like, let's say I do empty the dishwasher. I always just stand by the dishwasher and then wait for the sweet talk. I'm like, did you see who emptied the dishwasher?
Oh, so it's a two-way street. You do the sweet action, and then you want her to do the sweet talk.
And then I
That's
stand
a good
there
balance.
and wait. Or I've washed the dishes, or I've taken the garbage out. But then I take the garbage out, and then I stand there. I'm like, did you see I took the garbage? I got to let her know.
Well, you're like evolutionary psychology science says you love this kind of stuff, babe.
Did you see me get the recycling bins? Just standing at the boulevard. Look at me! Just waiting for that sweet talk.
Got some girl chat that we need to cover on That's What She Said? Text CK Mornings anytime. 519-354-8684. Alana's That's What She Said.
I stumbled into this conversation online. It was like a Facebook post on one of those. First of all, let me go off topic here for a minute. Mm-hmm. How come I'm seeing so many Facebook things that are not my friends? It's just like...
That's my whole feed now. It's like, I'll even get notifications of random things. I'm like, what's this?
Well,
I didn't even follow it all
This
the
is
time.
what happened. I got stuck on one of these conversations. Okay, so it was... I don't even know what I was following. All of a sudden, I'm reading this, and I jotted down some of the comments. And the topic was things people are wasting their money on. Okay, and they wide-ranging. Like, a lot of money and... littler purchases, but it's a waste of money. And I thought, man, some of these are pretty funny and some of these are pretty interesting. And I was wondering if you shared these thoughts or if you had any to add, okay? So 519-354-8684, things people are wasting their money on. Somebody mentioned a motorhome or a camper. Now, I think there's 2 different people. Like, I know a couple of people. I was just talking to 2 or 3 people this week that have campers that they're set up and they go every weekend. Every weekend from like May until October. I feel like you're getting your money's worth. But there's a lot of people that have campers sitting in the driveway, motorhomes, that go once or twice a year. Like, that's a big ticket purchase.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going anywhere.
Sounds a waste if you're not using it.
What about a really pricey accessory? Like a purse or a watch? Like a Rolex watch? Like, those can be pricey. Purses? That's a waste of money.
Yeah, certain brand names. I'm like, you're just buying the brand, baby.
What about a smart fridge? Have you seen these with the giant touch screen on them?
I've seen ones that you press a button, it shows you what's inside.
Yeah.
There's a camera to show you what's inside the fridge.
I tried to convince Kate to get us one of those, and she said no. She put a kibosh on that. I'm like, come on, because I was so I wanted it. It would have been a waste of money. That's a waste of money. Hobbies. A lot of men said their wives' craft rooms, and a lot of women said their husband's tools. Waste of money. He doesn't do anything. And he says, all those crafts, we don't need them for anything.
Collecting dust,
Yeah.
some of these hobbies, yeah.
Along the line of a motorhome or an RV, the boat was mentioned a lot. A lot of people said boat. Even wives said, yeah, my husband pushed me into getting a boat. I don't know why we have a boat. I don't even like swimming. What's this all about? Anything Apple. And not just like your phone, but like when you get into like the Pro and the Air. We just saw the new iPhones yesterday. They're like $1,800. You don't need all that.
Yeah, we were talking about how every year the update is the same thing.
Yeah.
More pixels and better battery
Waste
life.
of money. A horse is a waste of money.
Oh.
Unless you got a racehorse and you're making money off it. But, you know, you always see somebody, I bought my daughter a horse. Well, no, that's not cheap. That's a waste of money. And the last one here that I wrote down of things that people are wasting money on, a wedding dress.
That
You
one's
wear
so
it
tough.
once.
Yeah, that
You wear
one's
it
tough.
one time.
Though. Weddings in general, you spend a lot of money
Yeah.
on for one day.
The weddings is the one I was like, yes. I don't think they need to be that extravagant and all that money spent. I think you can put it into something else. Things that people are wasting their money on. Is any of those something you agree on, disagree, or do you have others? What are you saying? You look like you're
Well,
in
yeah,
thought.
and some of these are tough. Like for all these, there's obviously people who like it, and I get it. Everyone's into their own thing. I put like food delivery service fees.
Yeah.
I think when I like driving to go pick up my food and whatever. Some of the fees are so expensive.
You like that?
I do. I'm always like the one. I like doing tasks, so I'm like, I'll go pick it up.
Why
I don't
don't
mind the
you
trip.
start delivering then?
I would love to be a delivery driver.
You
as a
could
side
actually
hustle.
be making money.
Because some food delivery fees are so expensive.
Here's a text. Husband making boat payments until he's 85. We'll keep your numbers. Yeah, your name quiet there. Beauty products for women. That's a good one. Kristen says craft and hobbies. Mine is yarn. Oh, yeah. Like a hobby, though, if it makes you happy, like I can kind of get on board. But,
yeah, any of these
yeah.
things. Like I put, I'm not a coffee snob by any means. So I put like the fancy coffee
Yes.
pods and stuff. Folgers Instant is fine.
Well,
I go to the coffee aisle. I'm like, wowzer. I'm like, I buy my whatever Maxwell Clubhouse. It's $5 for a thing that's going to last me months. I'm like, some of this is so expensive.
what was that coffee about last week? That protein coffee that cost me over $5. I'm like, no, thank you. April says weddings are cheap if you win it on the radio. Ah, that's right. Remember she won the
She knows how
wedding?
to do it. Yeah.
All right. What do you think? What are people wasting their money on? Just talking about things that people waste their money on, and asked for you to send in your ideas at 519-354-8684. You had one to add to our list.
Timeshares too.
A timeshare. You're right. Yes. Are
Yes.
you? You're not tied up in one, are you?
I am.
Oh no. Where is it at?
It's Cabo San Lucas.
How often do you get down there?
That's the point. I haven't been able to go all this year.
What's your name?
Karina.
Karina, why don't we go and let's just go. Let's just run away, okay?
Okay. Bye.
So we're just being judgy here because you got the money and you want to spend it, go ahead. But, we're watching from the outside. And you're like, man, I don't understand. I don't understand how people, and we just talked about this, spend that much money on coffees every day.
Yeah, it really does add up. I used to always get a nice coffee. I'm like, this is adding up. It seems like it's just a couple bucks, but
I used to get like a medium every day, which was like $2. And so I did the math and I'm like, that's $10 a week. That should be it. I haven't been through a drive-thru in forever. And now my coffees are crazy. I bought that protein coffee the other day for $5.
yeah, the
If I wanted to have more than
cost ya.
one a day, that would be broke. I'm drinking coffee. Like things like that. I'm like, man, they're wasting their money on that. So what do you got for us today? We're going to give away some Busk After Dusk tickets, part of Crowfest, which begins next week, with one of our texters today. What are people wasting their money on?
Dennis says, wife, never let them go shopping. Ha ha ha. Michaela says, extended warranty you never use. Shelly
That's a
says,
good one,
kitchen gadgets. That's a good one because you convince yourself in the moment you're going to use
What do we
this
have?
kitchen gadget.
We got a spiralizer or something
Oh,
in the
yeah.
kitchen. One of the things that I had seen in the conversation that started this whole discussion was a commercial grade deli slicer. The guy said his wife was convinced they would just buy the hunks of meat and slice it at home. Says it's never been out. It's too big. It's too clunky. We spent a fortune on this thing.
Yeah, my ex got me for Christmas once, like an onion. You put an onion in it and it chops the onion, or put whatever in it. And he's like, you never use it. I'm like,
Slap chop?
not quite. It wasn't that sophisticated. He's like, you never use it. And I'm like, I've been using a knife for 34 years. I don't know what to tell. Like, I'm not used to reaching for these gadgets. Marie says, depending on the neighborhood you live in, lawn care and landscaping can be crazy expensive. Trevor says ex-wives. Kidding. Ha ha ha. But for real, though, invest in prenups. Doug says repeatedly buying bottled water.
Yeah.
Keep one bottle and refill it from the tap. Jaylene says brand new cars. Randy says sports tickets. Lions game for 2 people. Cheapest tickets about 800 Canadian. Just watch it on TV. And we'll get into it later, but I'm going to talk about my trying to buy concert tickets. At one point, I'm like, I'll just put the music on my headphones in. What am I spending all this money on concerts? Spencer says new vehicles. Ron says home gym equipment, which is another one. You convince yourself, I'm going to use this all the time.
Again, I know a lot of people that use it, but there's a lot of times you buy this stuff and it becomes a clothes hanger. You got a Peloton. It's just drying your clothes on it, right?
Yeah. Ilona says takeout.
Oh, that adds up real quick. I was telling my son about that. I'm like, just go over a week in your head how many times you eat out of the house. Like, think about that. Because, you know, he's 19 years old. He's running around town. That's fun. But think about that. You know, how much money is out the door?
Yeah, I put greeting cards on my list. When you get in some of those cards, I turn it around to see how much it is. I'm like, $12.99.
Yeah, that's why I say don't waste money on a card for me. And you always do.
I know, I'm bad. They sucker me in. I'm also bad with what I had on my list is thinking if it's on sale, I'll lose money if I don't buy it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Anything on sale, I get suckered into. Chatham-Kent Mayor Darren Canniff is, again, on location somewhere today. Where are you at, Mayor Canniff?
Well, you're going to have to find that out.
Okay.
I'm at a pretty cool location here in Chatham-Kent.
Okay.
And they're celebrating 25 years this year. But I'm going to give you some hints. And you and Alan have to figure it out.
Okay.
I'll give you 4. There is a homophone in its name. The paths are hard to follow. You can bounce around and jump for joy. You can see me from the sky. Many people lose themselves.
Okay, I got it.
All right, what is it?
The corn maze.
You've got it. Wow, Alana,
oh, wow.
You are really good.
Wow.
What gave it away?
The 25th anniversary and being able to see it from the sky because they do the crazy design in it.
Oh, I know. It's a pretty amazing place out here. 25 years, and it's grown every year. They add something out here, and it's a really big attraction here in Chatham-Kent. So if you haven't been here, take the kids out. Even if you're adults, come out and challenge the corn maze. But if you've been here, come out again. It's pretty amazing place out here.
Okay, hold on, Mayor Canniff. If you're Highway 2 East, the corn maze, just near Thamesville, are you there, like, lost, or are you there checking in with us?
Well, I'm good. Probably if I wandered I've been lost in there before, okay. So I would be careful this morning. I've got a meeting at 8:30, so I don't want to get lost.
I thought he was just calling us today to be like, can someone help
me?
Please. Get the police and the drone out here. Mayor Canniff, we have a full list of things to ask you today, and we can do like a rapid fire. If it's a quick answer, it's a quick answer. We just want to get through as many as we can, okay? So let's start with this one, Alana. You've got the first one.
Well, it just came out a few days ago. Chatham-Kent has received another round of funding from the Ontario Building Faster Fund. So summarize, I guess, how much we got and what exactly that fund is, what it's used for.
So we got $440,000, and it's from the province for meeting and exceeding our housing targets. The last 2 years we've done very well, and that money is going to be used in affordable housing. Last year's money was used affordable housing, and this year will be the same thing.
That's not much money, though. Like that's just over the average price of a home.
I know. I won't comment on the amount because I certainly like to see more.
Okay,
but it's done their provincial formula, unfortunately.
All right, next one up, I wanted to ask you with the bylaw offenders. Apparently it was we're not happy with some things, so we're going to add another bylaw officer.
Well, we're looking at that for budget. We haven't confirmed it yet, but the concept there is that there's certain people out there that violate bylaws a lot, and the repeat offenders, and we just keep doing it's a pretty light penalty. You're not going to get charged more the next time. So we're looking at if you're a repeat offender, the fines are going to start going up. So we get a lot of complaints about various properties that are in disrepair, or they don't cut the grass, various things like. There's a number of things. We want to come down on those, and the concept is it's going to break even, but make the community better.
All right, Milena.
This next one here, I don't know anything about, so I'll let you explain. But CK Gravel Road Conversion List, that got approved on Monday night. So tell us what we need to know about that.
Yes. So we have got some money in the budget to convert gravel roads into paved roads, and that's the best solution. Ultimately, all the roads that are used heavily should be paved. So we passed the program yesterday or on Monday night that is going to pave another 40 or 50 kilometers of roads. We're going to borrow some money, but it saves money in the end, because if we wait 10 years, those roads are going to be twice as much to pave. So the idea is we pave the roads. It helps with the obviously dust suppressant, but it's safer, and it makes sense that we have all the dirt roads that are used heavily. They should be paved.
All right, Mayor Canniff, the rapid fire today. So speaking of roads, the Merlin Roundabout, I got a couple questions. One on the timeline of that, and another one of the rumors out there is that I've heard that transports won't be able to get around it, and farm machinery. Can you address those three?
It should be open very shortly, and it was designed to allow for farm equipment and transports there. It's quite wide. That was certainly one of the things that was put into planning, and we will ensure that that type of equipment can get through there.
All right, I wanted to ask about the encampments too. So the Barrie mayor just declared a state of emergency when it comes to encampments in their city. Is that something that has been considered locally? And if it does, what would that even mean? Or is that something that's even crossed your desk?
Well, it hasn't crossed the desk yet. That Barrie's been the first to do that, and I know they've had some significant troubles up there. They've had some deaths and a lot of violence and various things like that. So that's the Barrie mayor has decided to do that. I'm not aware of any other mayor in Ontario that's done that. Certainly, if we move forward and the forecast is correct that there's going to be 3 times as many homeless people in the province than there is now, then I expect a lot of municipalities and cities declaring states of emergency.
I wanted to ask about the McNaughton Ave, what is it called over there in McNaughton Ave, the project on McNaughton Ave, the housing project on McNaughton Ave. Where does that stand? I know there's been a couple stories here recently.
Yes, the project is back on track now and will be up for next year. It's about 29 units. They're CKMs and put together. So that was a program that was funded by the province several years ago, and we ran into a problem with the vendor, but we're back on track, and it'll be creating some affordable housing next year. All
right, we're just hitting all the rumors. I want to ask about Tilbury Manor. There's a rumor out there that it's like a halfway house is their future. Is there any truth to that?
It's privately owned. I don't know what they're going to be doing with it.
Okay. Do we have anything else we want to fire away with here?
I don't think that was fun.
You dropped the puck at the OHL game on Sunday. That's a neat little showcase for the city.
That is a really big showcase, and hockey is a pretty big thing, and the Maroons are doing quite well. Did obviously quite well last year, and hope they do something this year. But yeah, the puck dropped, and it was great to have an OHL game here.
What else? Oh, Crowfest is next week.
Oh yeah, I guess it kicks off next Wednesday.
Yeah, you ready to go with Crowfest?
Oh yeah, the Crowfest is going to be as big as ever. They're going to have 100 vendors, a lot of buskers. The one thing I'm really looking forward to is the high dive. That they're going to be putting about a 200-foot tower up, that right in the King and 5, and this guy's going to climb up this tower way above the condos and jump into this pool of water. So I'm not sure I could even watch him going up, because a lot of people that's going to be a thrill just in itself, watching this guy climb a ladder 170 feet in the air, but then jumping off. So you got to come down and check that out, but check it out. It's free for the family. Make sure you bring the kids and call family and friends and have them come in for the weekend.
I'm exhausted from this rapid fire.
That was very pa.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Mayor Canniff, if you get out of that maze there, don't get lost because you got a meeting this morning, all right?
Yes, well, yeah, I was tempted, but there's a bouncy castle over there that I wanted to go jump in. So they said I'm too tall.
Well, who knows? Maybe you're jumping off that high dive next week. We'll see. Mayor Canniff, we'll check in with you again next Wednesday.
Have a fantastic day, everybody.
What a story this is. There's a firefighter down in, at least it's Texas. Him and his wife, Michael and Jakia, just found out they're having a daughter. Oh, that's, beautiful. Mm-hmm. The wild part is, Michael's side of the family has not had a daughter born for 108 years.
That is...
What?
That's very odd.
That is crazy.
Huh.
So his name's Michael Sherman. The last Sherman girl born was his great-great-aunt Aura, who was born in 1917. His whole family went nuts after the gender reveal, which, of course you did, because how many gender reveals did they go to? And they were like, let me guess, it's a boy for 107 years.
I don't think I've ever heard, because we all know those families where they have, all the kids are one gender, which is fine, but I think, you kind of like the variety depending who you are, but we all have those families where we know where it's all the same gender, and it's like 3 siblings are the same gender. I've never heard of the whole family for this long, yeah.
Listen to, here's the Sherman family, here's Michael talking about this big news.
I have been waiting on this little girl for 50-some years.
It's like a monumental thing. I have 3 boys. My dad had 2 boys. His brother had 2 boys.
I just feel honored that, finally I'm the one that we're the one that bringing a baby girl into the world. Finally, after over 100 years, it's amazing.
That's pretty crazy. And it's funny there in that clip too, because he's talking about I finally get to be the one, and Jakia, his wife, just gives him a little side eye, like, you're the one. We're bringing this girl in. 108 years, and this family has not had a baby born. They're doing March, and right now they're checking to see if that's a Guinness World Record.
Of the longest family streak with no...
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Gender.
And you just know that girl's going to get spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous. I want to be reincarnated as her. She doesn't even know what's coming right now.
The only girl born in that family in 108 years?
Look how much they're celebrating, and the baby's not even born yet. She's going to be a princess.
I was thinking about those gender reveals, though. How boring have they been for 108 years?
And I feel bad for the boy. I feel bad for the last couple of boys that have been born.
Hey, we have our gender reveal on Saturday. I can't make it. I know it's a boy. Yada, yada, yada. Tell me when he's born.
They must have been going nuts.
And now baby girl's going to be born in March. Atlanta got caught in the old Ticketmaster queue window yesterday, and that's the last we saw of her. You were here at the building. We were in the middle of a meeting, and you started this whole process. You're trying to get tickets to see Ariana Grande?
Yes.
Where again?
So I'm trying either for Montreal or Chicago. She's doing a fairly limited tour, I would say. She's not coming to Detroit. She's not coming to Toronto.
So you got to go a distance.
So it's either going to be Chicago or Montreal.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
yesterday was just the pre-sale.
Okay, so you haven't told me yet if you got the tickets, because last I saw you were sitting in the queue stressing and sweating.
I don't ever want to hear the word queue again. Brandy texted in. She said it happened to her during Taylor Swift. My mom got the code. She was in the queue. She got tickets, and I said, just get whatever's available. I don't care. She screenshotted me, what about these tickets? By the time she got back into the queue to get them, she got kicked out of the queue. When she tried to log back in, they were sold out. Yeah, they really get you in that queue, and it's just like purgatory. And it's you've mentioned before, it's worse when you're buying it for other people. All right, so I'll go through it quickly. Like I said, I started the pre-sale at 10 o'clock. I should have gone on earlier. At 10 o'clock it starts, but no, because everyone else was already in there in the lobby. So then I was in the waiting room. There's 24,000 people in front of me. This is just for the Montreal show.
Yep.
So slowly it's going down, the number, 20,000, 19,000. But it's also popping up saying... there's now limited tickets available. The cheapest tickets, the $100 tickets, aren't available.
As you're sitting there waiting to get in.
Yeah, so I'm like, by this time it's 11 a.m. So the Chicago pre-sales that I signed up for are about to start. So I enter the waiting room earlier this time. I got apps open. I got tabs open. I got the Ticketmaster app open. I go to the one in Chicago, and I got into that queue. There was only about 3,000 people in front of me. Which seemed, I'm like, that's better than 20,000. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm out of the building at this point. I pull over in a random parking lot because I'm like, okay, I can't drive because my mind's going to be wandering. So I'm like, I'm just going to sit in this parking lot until these queues are done. So 3,000 people dwindle down. I'm down to one person in front of me. I get in. I'm looking for just one ticket. They only got quantities of 5 available, and it's the VIP ticket. So it would be $2,700 total.
Oh, mamma mia.
I thought about it for a second. I'm like, just get all the tickets and deal with it later. I don't have $2,700.
I told you yesterday. I said you should buy more and then you should sell them.
I'm like, okay, the 5 tickets, I'll just deal with that. then what happens to Brandy kind of happened to me. Those disappear. I get kicked out of the queue. I lose my space because it says I might have too many tabs open, so I got to go to the back of the line. Meanwhile, the other queues I'm still going. I get in one, and there's nothing available in that one. Same thing. It's letting me in, but nothing's available. Why let me in? So long story short, after 2 hours, waste of my life, no tickets.
You didn't get tickets.
No, I looked on StubHub. Mamma mia, this might be worse than the Eras Tour. $800 for nosebleeds. Like, it would have been a way better deal to get those 5 tickets for $2,700 because one ticket's going to be $2,700. So that was just pre-sale. The general sale is today at 10 o'clock. So I got to do the same thing. I did a TikTok about this, and someone commented some tips, and I won't gatekeep them. Someone said apparently doing it on your browser is not as good. You should be doing it on a desktop. Don't use data. They said doing it on data is worse. You should be connected to Wi-Fi. I don't know if any of this is true.
And all these are happening during your workday too. So let's remember that people are trying to work and they're busy trying to buy tickets and sitting in lobbies and queues. And, right?
I know, and I'm thankful that like generally by 10 o'clock things wind down around here enough that I can.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. Buying tickets. Part of me's like, oh, forget it. I'll put on her CD and call it a day. The stress of Ticketmaster and queues and this. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be funny if like there was actually a real lobby and you just were looking at the other people, like you could see them, like a little, like you're at the dentist. It's like the lobby and everyone's in there. Yeah, Ariana Grande, I'm gonna get tickets, and then you're like, you move to the next. They herd you into the next room.
People waiting.
Yeah, everybody come this way. Okay, yeah.
Might be a better system. It's too much. It's these bots. They're buying them up.
The old system where you'd go stand at the ticket wicket there, and that was.
I don't know when it got so difficult to, and obviously I like fairly popular people I know, but it got so, my dad, I'll talk to him. My dad, I went to see Led Zeppelin. I had $5 in my pocket. Yeah. Went to Led Zeppelin, and I saw Pink Floyd 6 times.
Got my tickets at the door. Oh, different world back then.
It is.
Anyway, so your GoFundMe address is what? No?
For real.
Subscribe to the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast and never miss an episode. Plus, drop us a rating and a comment too. Listen live weekday mornings at 94.3 CKSY.com.